First of all, I would like to respect the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, and would like to respect all Venerable and say hello Venerable, and would like to respect Venerable and say hello lay people. And our topic today want to explain about five precepts in Buddhism. Venerable, what are the five precepts in Buddhism? Can you explain something?
Yes, Venerable. So, our discussion about five precepts and what are the five precepts. And five precepts is the basic teaching of Buddhas that all Buddhists should observe it or should practice it consistently. And five precepts can also be considered as the five principles or five common morality in other traditional or in other religions, because those are common morality in society. And the first precept is refrain from killing, which means do not kill any other living beings. It doesn't matter those creatures are small or big, or even human beings. We do not kill it. And why we shouldn't kill any other living beings? Because we have the law of cause and effects, which means the law of karma. And if you are kill any other living beings, it can also lead to the we can say violation, because we might get revenge from those at the afterlife. Yeah. If we are born in of something, we might get killed as we are killing it at the moment. And the second precept is refrains from stealing or refrains, do not steal what is not given, especially other people's properties. Yeah. And we shouldn't steal anything, even though we saw it lost on the ground or on the place that we visit. We should take it and give it to the people that is belong to them, because stealing is not a good thing for people to do, and it also against the law. Yeah. When you're stealing something and they report it to the police, it can consider as you broke the law. It is illegally to do that. So you shouldn't steal other people's property or other people's things which is not belong to you. And this is the second precept. The third precept, refrain from committing adultery, which means do not doing bad, or we can say in a normal way cheating. Yeah. While you have a wife and you are flirt with other women, or when you have husband and you flirt with other men. Yeah. It is the bad things and can consider as the things that you shouldn't do, because when you're doing this kind of stuff, it can lead you to the violation in family, the conflicts between husband and wife, and also land to the unpeaceful family, because when you committing this kind of activity, it can also break your family down into peace and hurt your heart or something. So that's why as people, we shouldn't commit adultery, or like we should be honest, we should be loyal to the people that we love. So this is also considered as the morality, the common morality for people. And the fourth precept, refrain from telling lie. Yeah, good. Because when you're telling lie, it is not the good things that as people should do. And when you're telling lie, it also shows that your lack of morality, because you like to lie to people, and by lying a lot, some people might consider that some people might lose trust in you. For example, this time you're telling them a lie, like, oh, this is happening now, but when they start to observe it and saw that, oh, it's not what he said. So when the next time you told them the truth, they might say again, oh, this guy's lying, I shouldn't believe him. Yeah. So they don't care about you at all, or lose trust in you. So be aware of what you're telling to people, because when you're telling lie, people not only lose trust in you, and also can lead you to isolating, which means they don't care at you and you feel lonely and start to lose friends, because they saw that you're the liar and they don't like the liar. Yeah. And this is the fourth precept, and the five precept is refrain from consuming intoxicant, or I can say do not drink or use any intoxicant, it can refer to drugs, it can refer to alcohol. And these two types is the things that people shouldn't use or shouldn't consuming. Why? Because it have negative effects back or negative impacts to your life. For example, if you use drugs, at the end of after using it, you might feel unawareness of something that you do, or we can say lose consciousness, and also drinking alcohol as well. When you're consuming these two, which means drugs and alcohol, it can lead you to unconsciousness and doing some activity that you are unaware of. For example, if you're drinking while driving, it can lead you to cause an accident and kill people by accidentally, and you didn't be aware of that. And so that's why Buddha said people shouldn't consuming much of alcohol or drugs, because it is a bad thing and led to a lot of negative impacts or negative effects to our life. So by that, people should start to observe or practicing these 5 precepts, which were refrain from killings or do not kill any other living beings. Second precept, refrain from stealing or do not steal any other people property what is not given to you. And the third precept, do not refrain from committing adultery or do not cheating. And the fourth precept, refrain from telling lie, do not deliver a false speech. And the fifth precept, refrain from consuming intoxicant, which means do not drink any alcohol or using drugs, because it have a lot of negative impacts when you do not observe these 5 precepts, and it not a good things, and also let you have a lot of negative impacts into your life. So I would like to explain a bit, and if there are any mistake, please consider it as my error,
Thank you so much, Venerable Sawandi, for your explanation about this. And I want to ask you second question. What are the benefits of 5 precepts in Buddhism? We can say when our people practice 5 precepts. So what is the benefit? What are the benefits our people they practice 5 precepts?
So for the benefits that you can gain from observing or practicing these 5 precepts, it helps a lot. But I would like to express some comments, benefit that we can saw it, that we can notice it. So the first is it leads to the non-violation society, which means when people start to observe these 5 precepts, they start to have morality and start to live peacefully in this society, which means they do not have any violation against each other, also do not have don't have any conflicts between each other, and they get along well with each other living in the society. And the second benefits, it can make you have more compassion with each other. When you saw any other living being, you start to feel that, oh, this is the living beings same as me, they have life as me, so what I can do is to help them. If you saw the animals, some animals that they starving, you can just give them some food to eat, and this is called compassion. And also lead you to can get you to have more loving kindness with each other, which means be generous and be kind to each other. So these 2 benefits that we should notice and we can gain from observing or practicing the 5 precepts. So the first benefit is you live in the non-violation society, because when people start to observe the 5 precepts, they start to have the peaceful mind. They start to have a peace mind that they can purify their mind and live in a peaceful situation. And the second, you can have the ability to living with each other with compassion and loving kindness, which means be generous, be kind, help each other out when they need, and this is the main things. You have compassion and living kindness with other living beings, not just living beings, but also anything around you.
Yeah.
Because when you start this, you start to have the merit. You start to do the merit, which means the good deeds that people or all human beings should do. So this is my speech, what I've learned through the Buddhism teaching. It's not deep yet, but what I have in my mind, what I learned through my experience of monkeyhood this past year. So this is all. Thanks for your listening.
Thank you so much, Venerable Sawandi, for your explanation about five precepts in Buddhism, the benefit, something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Five precepts in the present day. If our people practice five precepts in the present day, you can say they can live happily life, comfortable life, and peaceful life as well.
Yes.
You mentioned a lot about this. I want to say thank you so much, all of you, that spend your time to watch my video with Venerable Sawandi. Thank you so much.